recording. We'd like to welcome everybody to the Mike Zuglin Josh Northeast 9 Bowl Tour as the players flip. We're at Raxx Pool Room Sports Bar and Grill in West Hempstead, New York. I'm Upstate Al. I'm sitting in the booth. And we're about to witness a great match between these two young guns, Mike Dechaine and Mhet Vergara, who is one of the local favorites that shoots at a Steinway quite often. And we'd like to thank Aramis and Simonis, AZ Billiards, most of all, and not least, NYCGrind.com, Jerry Tarantola, Allison Fisher, and the whole crew helping out at NYC Grind. We'd like to thank everybody and everybody in the chat, everybody that's joining us on live stream, whether you're signed in or not. We just want to say thank you and big shout out to our moderators, B-Doc, Barry out there, and Too Slow for Me. Hey, Jimmy. Jimmy's awake and on board. And, of course, our senior mod, CMB WSU, Anya, who was in there earlier, and anybody else. And plenty of folks online that have been viewing. We appreciate it. And please spread the word about this match. We're about to, I'm starting to get the hiccups. I might have to turn this over to Alex for a little while. And I can update it as we watch. Mhet Vergara, Filipino. Scratch into the side pocket. The 7 flies into the side. Ball in hand for Mike Dechaine. The 4-5 wind up a little funny, but not impossible. Okay, we're going to welcome Alex on board. Alex, if you ask me to say your last name, I can't say my first name. So you're going to have to say your own last name.
Yeah, it's Alex Brokovich.
There you go.
I'm also playing out of Steinway Billiards, and I'm out of the tournament.
You're out of this tournament?
Yes, I played not very well. Yeah, I'm not entirely disappointed because I wasn't practicing. Lately, had some problems with hips and
Hips or
hips, both hips.
H-I-P-S.
Correct.
Okay, not H-I-T-S.
Hits.
Yeah, hits on the cue ball.
No. My hits are perfect. I just can't get the ball in the pocket.
Now you figure that out.
At least
you don't have to be a rocket scientist.
I'm not blaming anybody for missing or losing or anything. It's all my fault.
There you go.
So at least I'm honest with myself.
Now you can sleep.
I can sleep well. Yeah. It looks like Mike is not having any issues running out. He's a good stroker, and he's on the 9 ball. So Mike is on the board, and all it took is to scratch on the break for Mhet. It's unfortunate. It's got to be looked into. Mhet is a very good friend of mine. I support him in the tournaments, and
a gentleman player.
He is a gentleman, definitely, like the rest of the Filipino players. Very good fundamentals, very patient player. I never seen him go off on the table like we've seen other famous players in this tournament and others. But
I'm going to cut you short because
yes.
You happen to be 155% right. I've seen, and I'm sure you've seen, and so many other people out there, we've seen Efren Reyes miss easy shots. And what does he do? He sits in his chair and he smiles and he scratches his head,
walks away.
And when he wins a tournament, what does he say?
I'm lucky.
Everybody knows Efren Reyes, and that is
yes.
Efren. They don't get angry. They don't get mad.
No, because they know what the game is all about. It's about getting yourself better instead of getting off and losing because if you go off, you could lose a match. It could cost you the whole match.
Yeah, you throw your whole rhythm off.
Your
Everything.
rhythm, your psyche is gone.
It's
you
like
have
taking
no
two positive wires and putting together and just causing
exactly
a spark.
short circuit.
Sure.
Yeah, and they learn through a lot of hard work because all of them come up from environment where
Four
there's
balls on the break. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Mike is a monster breaker. I've seen him break 10 ball, 9 ball, and he has probably top 3 breaks in the country. Him, Shane Van Boeing, and
Boosty.
Monte is very solid, very hard breaker. But yeah, you can let Mike shoot. He's a very very good player. Once he gets over his, if he gets upset a little bit, but if he gets over it and gets control, forget it. He's very solid, and Mhet is gonna have a very difficult time. As much as I want him to win, he's gonna have a very difficult time if he doesn't concentrate and breaks well and makes all the shots. And
I thought he was shooting a 9, so I actually put the score up. But right now,
it doesn't matter.
The score is 2
it's
to
okay.
nothing.
It's okay. We knew what's gonna happen.
I went out on the limb.
By
It's
now,
just that you
Al,
were in such a good gear. I thought the match was over. I mean, this game was over.
yeah.
Yeah, keep going. I am enjoying this.
I'll
I like the insight
seen,
from your side
yeah.
of the fence.
Thank you. Look, I'm not a high-level player, that's for sure. And I watch a lot of players.
You have the knowledge.
Yeah, I have a little bit of knowledge. I'm still learning.
Some people can teach better than they can play. Do you know that?
Yes, I've taught a lot of people, and they quit pool. No.
No, actually, they became champions, but we're not going to mention their names.
No,
we'll keep that undercover with the
thing
CIA.
is, I will only tell somebody what to do if I know 100% that this is how it works. Sure, I will never give an advice. Like, I will never tell anybody how to read the rack for Mike Dechaine. He sees things in the rack that he sees holes. Oh my God. Well, in this format, the 9 ball and the break counts. So probably he wants a tight rack, break it up nicely, and the way he is breaking, it's amazing. If I could break like him and run like Efren, you couldn't stop me. But too old.
You know what? I'm going to add to that story. You know, a lot of people look at Mike Dechaine and he's expecting the rack. Well, when you go to a pool tournament, you bring your cue stick that you play with. You bring your break cue. You bring your jump cue. You bring your tip scuffer, whatever type you may use. Your powder if you use it, a glove. It's all part of your equipment.
Yes.
So by Mike Dechaine going down and looking at the rack and making sure everything is frozen the way he likes it, or the way it should be, not the way he likes it, the way it should be racked.
Yes.
It's all part of the game, your equipment.
You're absolutely correct. And I do respect people who leave you a nice tight rack. I try extra carefully when I rack for somebody to make sure. But sometimes, and I've seen that in tournaments, that if Mike is not playing 100%, he will use, especially against players like Earl Strickland or Shane Van Boeing, he will use that slightly as a tactic.
No, not as a tactic. You have to have every advantage possible. You know, Mike Dechaine studies the racks with Joe Tucker.
Yeah.
You know, and Joe Tucker taught him a lot about the rack. You have to use everything to your advantage. You have to make sure that you're getting a perfect rack. You're playing champions.
I will have to agree with you because I'm not there to see the rack, so I can't tell. From outside, when you're looking as a spectator, sometimes it looks excessive
Yes.
because I've seen it go for 5 minutes
Yes, we
over
all have.
they move the rack back and forth and they would call and
But look at it the other way. If you are Mike Dechaine, if okay, Mike Dechaine is playing. Let's take why go far? He's playing Earl Strickland, and Mike Dechaine says, "Well, listen, this is not frozen. Do you think Earl Strickland's going to rack those balls again if they're not frozen? If they're not frozen, he's going to rack them.
yeah,
So
definitely.
it's not.
No, he's
It's
supposed to. If there
yes,
is a hole in the rack, you're supposed to re-rack it. There's no question about it. Well, listen, Mike is
and you're right. It looks excessive.
it looks excessive. That's it's just from the side, and but also sometimes it drives you a little crazy. But listen, he's a great player. He's like
But
top 5 6 players
it
in the
might
country.
drive your opponent crazy, and you might think it's a tactic.
Yeah.
But on the other hand, you as the opponent can say, "Hey, wait a minute. If you see anything that's not frozen, then you can tell them re-rack the balls." So it works both ways.
I agree with
And
you.
I don't think I think it slows the game down a lot.
A
I
little
think there's
bit, yeah.
there has to be some way or some kind of rack where you can just drop the balls
Well,
like bowling
they
and they'll
have
all be
the
frozen.
magic. They have the magic rack, but
I'm yet to see the magic rack work perfect.
it's not just that perfect. Well, even pool was not designed to have some foreign object on the table together with other balls at the time of the break.
I'm sorry, guys. I had the table mic muted. I don't know. Maybe we missed a few things between Mike. Mhet is saying don't touch the rack. He doesn't want Mike Dechaine touching any ball in the rack.
Mhet said, "If you touch the rack, I'm gonna hit you with the rack over the head." He's joking, of course. I know he's not gonna do it, but it's funny that he said that. Oh, I love it. I love it. Pool is a fun game, and if anybody is not enjoying it, they shouldn't be watching. This is um, you have to fall in love with the game. I love the game. I would be, if I was healthier, I would play 24 hours a day. I was on my vacation in Puerto Rico, and I beat a local club record for continuous play. I played 12 and a half hours non-stop. And the owner said, the last record was 9.5 hours. So, and I played, and I wouldn't let anybody on the table. I mean, I wouldn't let anybody win. I was like on fire. And when you're on fire, you don't want to get off the table because you don't know when the next time you're going to be able to do this again. So finally, they resolved. Oh my goodness. He got lucky.
Not really. The two balls is the ball he's after, and he's behind the three.
I was being facetious,
Oh, okay.
but that's okay. No, listen, Mike can make that 2 ball. I don't want to see him. Oh, he. I rest my case. He made the 2 ball.
Kicked it in.
He almost made the 9 ball if cue ball was not in the way. Oh, it's amazing. What can I say? Mike is a great player. Mhet got his hands full. Mhet works full time, so he doesn't practice as much as he used to when he used to manage Masters Billiards
Right.
on Queens Boulevard.
Benjamin Min's place.
Yes, exactly. And he used to play like 12 hours a day and hone his skills and catch everybody who would come to the pool room who was not careful of guard and take their money. And but then the pool room closed and he had to get a real job. And he's working as a manager for one of other pool players, um, and he manages a place called Glaze, which is a teriyaki place on Lexington Avenue and 55th Street. It's a very popular place. And,
Glaze.
yeah,
Okay.
Glaze. Yeah, you get a $10 teriyaki meal and either beef or salmon or chicken or whatever they cook. I only ate there once, but they're all nice people, and it's owned by one of the owners is Dennis Lake.
Oh yeah, really?
Yes, yes, yes. He plays in the tournaments, Predator, and um, I don't think he plays Tri-State anymore. But he is a very nice guy, very good pool player. I think he is a B plus, B or B plus player in the Predator tournament. So, oh, Mhet is on the board.
Right after sinking this 9.
Come on, we'll give it to him.
Okay, we'll give it to him. 3-1.
I know the format calls for shooting every ball, but we'll give it to him. We're nice guys. Al and Alex here. Oh, we have a tournament coming up. George Ginky Sansuchi Memorial. It's going to happen on May 24th through 26th, a 3-day tournament. And it will be at Steinway Billiards in Astoria, New York.
Yes, it's going to be a real big event.
Yes.
192 players.
Last time, right? Oh, it's already registered, right?
Well, no, not already registered. It's filling up quick.
Yes.
So my advice would be, if you want to participate in that great event, go over to the PredatorProAmTour.com and get in touch with Tony and Gail Glazebrook, or
Go to Steinway Billiards
and see Manny.
Manny, the owner, and he will put your money in the envelope and register you for the tournament.
Right.
And you will have the most fun you could have in New York playing pool. And if you want some action, you can find a game. Please come to New York, wherever you are, Texas, Midwest, California, Canada. Come and bring money. Somebody will take care of you.
Somebody will take care of you.
This is New York. You know, the most fun you're going to have. It's a great tournament. It's a combination of 3 regional tours, the Predator and Jaws tournament. No, it's not Jaws.
It's the Predator,
Tri-State.
Tri-State, and Mez.
I'm sorry, Mez. But it used to be Mike Zoglan was a part of. No. Yeah, you know what? I think isn't Joe what's his name? Jose
Burgos. He runs
Burgos.
the Mez tour.
No, but he used to be a part of the Joss. They
used to get
up.
together.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Before popular in this area. But let's see what he's doing. Is he playing safe? We're not even commenting on the game. We're just letting them run, and things that they do are very self-explanatory. They're very knowledgeable players. I haven't seen that many situations where there's like a really tricky. When Mike breaks, there's very few balls that are touched or grouped together. So Mhet has a little bit of an issue with the break, I think.
Well, Mike breaks them with good speed.
Yeah.
Mhet used to break a lot harder.
Well, his control is not there. I can tell with, but
Needs a rail.
he got a rail. Mhet is actually a very nice 3-cushion player as well.
Well, Masters was known for 3 cushions.
Yeah, they used to have 4 or 5 3-cushion tables there.
5, I believe, or 6 even. Yeah, they used to have 3-cushion billiard tournaments too.
Yeah, small tournaments, but they were very popular. Joey Kong used to win those, and there was another player, a Japanese player. Forget his last name, forget his name, but his nickname was the Machine because he could make points like no other. Oh, look at that! Look at
Whose
that!
nickname used to be the Machine?
The Japanese three-cushion player.
I know the Machine personally, and believe me when I
What
tell
was
you,
his last? What was his name?
I don't know his last name. All I know him is by the Machine.
He was good.
Yeah, he's still around.
Yeah, I
He
know.
was
Yeah,
good.
yeah. Occasionally he plays
You might find him in Carom
carom
or
or
the one behind it.
what do you call that? Spin City.
Yes, upstairs, Spin City.
Yes, second floor, Spin City on 51st and Queens Boulevard.
So Mike Dechaine is taking his break right now. Let's see what we can find out.
But it's not his it's not his shot, is it?
Well, it must be.
Didn't he scratch?
Okay, no matches going on down here. We see Thomas Rice. I know there was a match on there between George Rodriguez and somebody else, and I know when Hill.
Thomas Rice is hustling everybody today. Since he's out of the tournament, now he's freewheeling.
And there you see Eric Grossman in the back playing Earl Strickland.
Yes. Too bad they're blocking, otherwise we could see something. I think Thomas Rice has a game going, a ball in hand from George Rodriguez for unspecified amount of money. And the trick is, I think he's giving him something, some ball to run out, either run the rack or whatever.
Playing the Ghost?
Playing the Ghost, yeah. Yeah, there's no way he can play George Rodriguez. George won his last match, right? I think.
I don't know. It was Hill.
Yeah, he won. He won.
The way he is laughing and joking. Good move.
Yeah, I guess they're playing against each other. It's not a Ghost. But Thomas gets all the break and the ball in hand after the break. Yeah, they're probably playing for $20.
Yes, you got Miguel Torres. Also in New York City. Don't forget, you got Mikey Kong. You got Sonny Chow.
Miguel is a very good friend of mine. He has his own pool room, as a matter of fact, on 72nd Street, a couple of blocks from Queens Boulevard. It has either 10 or 12 tables. Half of them are 3-cushion and half are the regular 9-foot tables. Very nice, quiet place. Please visit, support our local pool rooms. It's very important. I've seen too many of them go down and out of business. It's not good. We want to promote pool as much as possible. I live in the Upper West Side. There's not a single pool room above 34th Street going all the way to almost the end of Manhattan. If there is anything, it's nothing. There's a couple of pool rooms on Dyckman Street, but they're not the quality that we're used to, like this pool room here, Raxx, in Hempstead, not like Amsterdam Billiards, not like Steinway. They're like a really beat up pool rooms, and just local players go there. But miss having Amsterdam Billiards on the Upper West Side. I really miss that. That's where I started playing 9-foot tables.
Guys and Gals. You remember the Guys and Gals downstairs? You're talking up by Dyckman Street? You're talking 207th Street area?
Yeah.
There used to be a Guys and Gals pool room downstairs many years ago.
Not anymore, but there is like a big party lounge with
upstairs.
No, upstairs. I don't remember the name of the
room.
One
on Broadway there.
There is a room there. not on Broadway, but exactly around 207. It's on the second floor.
Yes, yes.
And then there's another one which is a big party lounge and a dancing place and pool and whatever and Spanish hip hop and salsa parties. So there are a couple, but they are not exactly of the same format that we are used to.
Hey, Gravy Davy, nice to see you, Dave. Glad you can make it. Thank you.
He missed it.
Ball in hand. He came off the rail, hit the 5, and got no rail in between.
Yeah.
Yes, you know, things like this
Oh,
are dangerous for Mhet from here.
stick allowed, correct?
No jump cues. You can jump.
With your regular cube,
Yes.
but no specific, what do you call it?
No short jump cues.
No short jump cues, exactly. Like. And I actually like that idea. I support Mike Zoglan in that endeavor that jump sticks are not allowed. You want to jump with your own cue. And Mike Dechaine looks like he's an extra point.
Yeah, he's going to take over right now. I mean, he's starting to really extend his lead with the sinking of this 9 ball.
Yeah.
And there's really not much Mhet can do but don't miss, you know, or play a really good safe to lock Mike down, because at this rate here, you know, can he spot Mike Dechaine 3 games on the wire going to 9?
Very tough. Very tough. And, well, I tell you something. Mhet likes to get these things the hard way. He likes to win the hard way. The last 2 matches that he won on the hill.
Well, this is a winner's side match, right?
Yeah.
So if he likes to win the hard way, he should have lost his first match and then went from the B side.
Not that hard.
Well, no.
Thank you. Thanks, but no thanks. Al is such a nice guy. Just don't ask for snow in the winter.
No, please. We had enough of it.
Yeah.
Back to the rack. Here we go. Let's listen in. Okay.
Mike has a system. I want to know that system to read the rack.
Just make sure everything's frozen.
Yeah, but even when stuff is frozen, that's when they really can read the rack. That's when they know where stuff is going, which ball goes where. I am clueless. Honest, I'm being honest. I'm clueless how to read the rack. Mhet has to make a decision. I think he's gonna get, what's the right word, ambitious, and try to make the 1 ball off the rail, which is highly not recommended. It's not an easy 1 ball, but let's see what he's gonna do. I don't like it already. And no. He played an interesting shot. He played actually kind of a bank safety. And oh, now Mike played another safety shot. Very good kick. Not an easy shot, but doable. Let's see what the position is for the 2. It's not that simple. And Mhet played safety, but not successfully. He can see it. Mike can see it, and he decides to make the ball. It's going to be the, I believe it's a 4-7 ball of the 1. Okay, he decided to play another safety, and you can see the ball again. Two choices: cut it thin or bank the one, or play again safety all the way behind that whole group of 2, 8, and 9. And if he is okay, he decided to go for the bank, and naturally, very tough shot with so
He
many
has no
balls.
shot.
He had no shot. Well, I'm saying it was very hard to make the ball and be able to position between the two, the 3 and the 5 for the
Not
2.
true, because he could have killed the cue ball. He could have just stunned the cue ball right there for the bank and had that whole left side of the table to play a longer shot on the 2. You didn't really
You're
have
right.
to let
You're
that go
you're
close.
right. The danger with that, it's a possibility, but the danger in that you
Is
could
this.
leave the. No, he shouldn't have gone for the bank. That is what the point I'm trying to make. He should have played safety, cue ball behind 2-8, put one ball on this side of the rail,
You're
and
talking about the short rail. Yeah,
sure,
that's a nice
sure,
safety.
that
But
would
he
be
could have banked that and stopped the cue ball anywhere on the left side of the table, and he would have had a shot on the 2.
again.
He let the cue ball run.
Yeah,
He let it run. And he did it
what's
really, I mean, without probably thinking about it, because if he's looking to thread that needle between the 3-5, would have been a fantastic shot. What a kick, though.
great kick.
There goes the 3 cushion.
Little
knowledge.
reward. Little reward. Now Mike has an open table. The only potential problem is 5 sitting on the point before the side pocket. But I think because of the way, let me see what ball. I can't tell the color of the balls.
That's a 2 ball.
No. The
You can't tell the color?
no.
Do you drive?
No, I drive, but I close my eyes occasionally.
You have the 3,
5.
4, the 5.
Oh, that's a
6.
4. Okay.
Yeah.
I couldn't tell which ball is. Well, the only opportunity for Mhet to get back on the table if Mike doesn't get a position between 4 and 5. Mike is probably gonna stop, draw on the 4, play 5 the other way. Let's
When
see.
you mean the other way, what do you mean?
The long way, because I think 5 is hanging. Yeah, you see, that's what I meant. To go the other way on the 5.
He wanted to be a lot straighter in on the 5.
Yeah, it was a long draw, very tough shot.
Perfect.
Mike is a great shooter. Come on, he's been there before. 5 was not a problem to him.
I'm sorry, I'm eating salmon over here. I didn't know if you wanted a piece. No?
No. I just had a steak sandwich, so
Okay.
I'm probably not gonna eat for the next 2 days. They make fantastic food here.
Excellent.
They make this steak tips sandwich, open sandwich on the Italian bread
Wow.
with garlic and mozzarella on it.
Wow.
Can you get any better?
Oh.
And you get some with the fries or salad
Listen,
with
with
it.
the monitor in front of us, and if I ate something like that, you would start to hear things like,
Yeah, you'll be sleeping, huh?
yeah.
Well, those fries are not gonna keep you awake, my
Wow,
friend.
Mike missed that 8 ball.
Yeah, he got very. He jumped on that shot so quickly. He didn't even stroke it. He just went down and shot it because he thought it was an easy shot. You see, what's he doing?
He did good speed is what he did. 5
Yes.
rails around the table.
Nice, nice. Mike just gave Mhet life. If Mhet doesn't take the opportunity to monopolize this, it's gonna be a shame. What did he do? It rolled off. Did he roll it real slow, and that's why it happened?
That's what he's saying. I think he just missed it.
Yeah, I think he kind of like pushed it or punched it, and it got offline. Mike is a strong guy. You see him break, it's crazy, man. Anyway, the score is what? 4-2?
Sorry about that. Yeah, I'm eating
Is
the
it?
salmon.
Is
4-2, yes.
4-2.
4-2. Absolutely. And we want to thank Lakasi Keys,
Yeah.
AZ Billiards, Simonis, the Tap League Kings of Vapor. Everybody jumping on board, keeping Upstate Owl on the road and live streaming going, along with the Josh and everybody else you see right here. And we'll get back to some more sponsors, but I think we're about to get underway. Mhet set here to break in Game 7, the 8th ball.
It was a mistake earlier not to crash the rack, because that's how he's crashed in the first game. So now he is being more careful, but he didn't get rewarded. He made a ball, but hidden behind the 4 ball. I hope he plays push. Not there. I don't like it. Mike can cut stuff like
Gillette.
like Gillette. That's a good expression. I like it. Al said it. Like Gillette. I've seen him cut backward shots, like more than 90 degrees off the rail.
Well, you're not going to see him cut this one. He gave it back to Mhet.
Maybe he's a little upset over his miss.
I'll tell you what. This is what he's looking at. If he gets a shot on the 1, then he's looking at a 2-9 combination if he can get on it. So Mike's hoping he misses it and leaves him a shot.
It's a smart play. Let's see what Mhet does.
Mhet's look to put the cue ball behind there. Wow. All I want to know is how did he hit it? How did he cut that in from that distance?
He's a young man. He has good eyes. That's
a young man. All Filipinos look young. He's got to be about 43.
No. He's not
35.
even 4. I don't think he's 4. He's either 38 or 39. No.
And the cue ball. Hanging. Pocket safe on the 3. He's getting everything. You know, he's letting his cue ball run.
The ball is not disciplined. You need to discipline your cue ball. You need to control it.
Now this one here, he might be able to make. I can't really tell.
Yeah. Even if he makes it, then it's gonna be flying into the 4 ball. He's trying to avoid hitting the 4 ball.
He's got a shot. He's got a shot.
Yeah. Don't do anything crazy. Nice and easy. That's it. Nice and easy. Maybe another shot or 2 and he'll be straight on the next ball.
He went from the hot oil to the frying pan.
Yeah, it's not an easy shot, but look, Mhet is a very good player. He is an open player, and Tony even promoted him locally into a pro level, which that's the part I don't understand. I thought a pro player is a person who derives all of their income from pool-related activities, whether playing tournaments, teaching, promotions, exhibitions. If you're working full-time and you're a very good player, but you're playing only a couple of tournaments once in a while, that's not considered a pro player. But it doesn't change the tournament fee or anything. It just, in the name, he is now a pro player. He would love to be a full-time pro player, but financially, he has a family. He has a son who is going to go to college this year, and he has 2 daughters back in Philippines who are teenage daughters. So it's very tough. He has to feed the family, and he's doing the right thing. I don't know how many players can really make a really great guaranteed living and feed a big family for for the pool money. Unless you're playing snooker. Where's he going?
Played it well.
Did he go on this side of the table?
He went on the left side of the table and came back to the right side of the table.
I don't. Oh, maybe he hit the rail.
No, he put a lot of spin on it.
Right? Okay.
And like you said, Mike Dechaine gave Mhet life, and now life.
He is quite a capable player. Quite a capable player.
I'm Upstate Al sitting in the booth alongside Alex
Barukovic.
Barukovic. You heard it right here.
ATG.
Guys, just want to keep something in mind. We're uploading a lot of the matches, professional and amateur matches, right there. AZB T Vision, that's the YouTube channel name, and that's where the matches will be uploaded to. So put that on your favorites and go over to the YouTube channel and subscribe.
Bookmark it.
Barukovic.
Barukovic.
You know, when we first became friends on Facebook years ago, right?
Yeah.
I said, my God, I said, what name is this? I said, wait a minute, I got to take a better look at the picture. And I took a closer look. I said, oh, that's Alex. That's all I know yet.
Yeah.
You know, but
well,
saying the name
a lot
is
of
tough.
people gave up on pronouncing my last name, and I don't blame them. It's derived from
Russia?
Well, I came from the Ukraine.
Ukraine, yeah.
I came from Odessa in the Ukraine, which is on the Black Sea, and it's very close to where all the commotion going on over there in Crimea.
Right.
I actually served in the army, in the Russian army, in 74, 76,
Right.
in Crimea. And I came to the
Now, you
United
didn't have anything
States.
against the United States, right? Back then, right?
No, they
Yeah, now you
actually,
say no. But I bet you in
let me-
1976 you say,
let
we're
me
going to
tell
go
you
to see those
something.
Americans.
people I served with,
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
They were so bad that they wouldn't even let us have guns in that battalion. We were not allowed any.
Wow.
You
You guys were like the baddest of the bad, huh?
We didn't need guns.
Wow. Now I'm sitting next to you with your bare hands. You make Chuck Norris
No,
nervous.
no. Listen, we had Persians, a few Ukrainians, some from Moldova. We had 17 from Chechen Republic.
Right.
And those guys are the toughest guys you've ever seen. They love to fight. And they didn't need guns. That's all I'm gonna say.
All right, we'll leave it like that.
We'll leave it like that.
We're not going to tell them the prisoners you used to transport
No,
by submarine
submarine.
in parts.
No, only one way.
We're having a little bit of fun here at Raxx.
Yeah.
Pool Room Sports Bar and Grill here at West Hempstead, Long Island. Guys, if you get a chance, come on by and say hello.
Mike got a table and wouldn't let go, and he's on the 9-ball, and I don't think he's gonna make another mistake like he made before. He's what I respect about Mike. He is one of those players who can quickly regroup and put his game back in the stream.
Yeah, you have to.
Start playing his regular solid game.
Well, that all goes back to your package. That's what. If you're going to do this for a living, which Mike Dechaine does,
Yeah, that's it.
you
Mike,
have to have all the arsenal. You have to learn all of this and keep it in a bag. Save
but
it.
the most important one is a psychological arsenal where you have to be able to go back into your mind, pull out that toughness,
File, yeah.
and get back on the
And
table.
put it back on your desktop. The performance.
Performance.
Everything to me is technology.
Al does an amazing job. I can't.
Thank you. We try.
Listen, I can't thank him enough for putting all the tournaments up on the stream. Number one, putting all
AZB TV. Yeah, thank you. We appreciate it.
I can't say enough about his whole group who supports this, who does it.
Can I stop twisting your arm now? You
No,
finished
no,
saying
no.
everything nice.
Al is no. Listen, this technology is amazing and expensive.
Yes.
There's no question it is inexpensive. It's expensive to put together, and it is expensive to run. Between the travel expenses, I understand all the fees that you have to pay to Ustream.
No, I'm not paying anything through
No?
Ustream. It's free.
Oh,
And
they're
it's,
they're doing their own advertising.
yes, we help. Yeah. Oh, forget it.
Okay.
CMB, WSU, Bob himself, and
Right,
plenty
right,
others. Advertising and promoting as many pool rooms as we can, and as many streams as we can. In fact, just want to keep you up to date. If you're just joining us on the stream, we'll be at Mr. Q Billiards. It's 76 East Sunrise Highway in Lindenhurst, New York.
Right.
Next weekend for the New York State 10-Ball Championship. That's next weekend, and we will be, folks, the New York State 10-Ball Championships.
Wow.
So we thank you, Alex, for those kind words. It really means a lot because, like you said, it is a lot of work. We do have some sponsors on board that are helping Upstate Al out, and we appreciate it. Simonis, Lacassi, AZ Billiards, the Tap League, you know, the whole crew, and Mike Zugler. You know, it takes a total of everyone that wants to get involved, and it doesn't have to be, you know. You don't have to price gouge on people. You know, anything that the sponsors can help you out with is really useful. You know,
And they do. They do.
Yes,
They're
they
very loyal to this effort, and it pays for everybody to be involved.
Right.
We should buy equipment. I just bought another cue, like I needed it, but I bought a Lucasi cue.
There you go.
Right.
Did you buy the Unijoint or?
I bought Unilock.
Unilock, yeah.
It's like a sneaky Pete, but by the way,
You got it from West.
Jason
SBE?
Jason Shaw
Oh, okay.
is
Shaw.
now
How'd you say it?
Shaw.
Shaw.
Shaw or Shaw. Either way is correct, but not sure.
Right.
No, but
Alex, another critic.
It's another critic. I laugh every time Al gives new names to Joss and to Shar. And what's the other one that you
I'll
call?
tell you what.
What's the other one?
Josh, Shaw, and I don't know.
Yeah, there is another one
Probably.
that you do very well. We're gonna call them Alvinisms.
Alvinisms. Wait a minute, Alvinisms? Yeah, right. Alvinisms.
It's okay. If we're not having fun, something is wrong with the picture.
Yes, I agree. And I have fun doing this, and this is what keeps me going, and this is what keeps us all going.
Yep. We had a great time at the expo.
Oh, yes, we did. Oh,
Yeah,
fun
you
time.
didn't have to transmit, right?
I didn't have to transmit at that time. No.
Yeah.
No, but we
But-
had Daniel Bush down there, though, from the West Coast. He was
Yes.
doing the Tap League,
Yeah.
or NAPL, I believe it was Tap. Yeah, Daniel Bush was there. It was a pleasure meeting Daniel. POV Pool.
Yeah.
I stayed out all night. I fell asleep in my car for 2 hours, and I needed to take a shower real quick. And Alex comes walking. I said, Alex, I need to take a shower. He says, come. And he brought me up to his room. And who was there?
Who was sleeping there? Two Filipino
Two
players.
champions.
You had Warren Kiamco
Yeah.
and
else was
Mike. No.
Rafael De Boyle. Wasn't Rafael with
No,
you?
no, not Rafael. It was
Mike Wong?
Marco Dai.
Marco Dai, right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, and I said, oh my God, we're going to wake these guys up. And they said, no, they were awake. One was working on the computer, the other one was just on the phone. Took a quick shower. I felt like $1 million after that. Thank you, Alex. Appreciate that.
Oh, you're most welcome. I mean,
I didn't want to miss the action. I was watching the action. We had why I don't want to announce it, but there was some big action going on in SBE, and I wanted to see the outcome of it.
Yeah.
So next thing you know, what happens when you're having fun? The time goes click,
Like this.
and next thing you know, it's 4 or 5 in the morning.
I think is Mike on the hill?
No, Mike's not on the hill, but
He
getting
got
close.
7, right?
Yes, he has 7 now.
Yeah. Very solid game. What can I say? When he's on, he doesn't make mistakes, really.
Well, you know, it's all a package. It goes back to the rack.
Yeah.
You know, he wants everything frozen. It's hard, man. It's not an easy thing to freeze every. You know, it's not easy.
Yeah, you have to know physics. That's all.
Well, don't take a rocket scientist to rack balls. You know, it's just sometimes
The
very hard.
the secret is don't squeeze the balls too hard because they compress, and when you let go, they fall apart.
You think you can compress them that hard?
You
You
don't
must-
need much.
I'm getting
You
more
don't need
nervous. Like, you guys had no
No
guns.
way, no guns.
If you can squeeze
We
those
practiced on Raxx.
Yes, when you push the rack and you flex the wood, yeah, or the metal, yeah, you can flex it.
Listen,
will spring
we
back.
didn't see any action over there.
Right.
We just drank a lot,
A lot.
lots of vodka.
Really.
Sure.
You know, I once,
Oh.
not I
Yes.
once, but I knew a Russian guy at one time. Oh my God. When you are born and raised, not born and raised on vodka, I'm not saying that they give the infants
No,
vodka.
like cornbread,
No.
corn-fed beef.
No, no. No, don't get me wrong. But what I'm
No.
saying is, you know, it's known fact that the Russians drink vodka, sort of like the Italians like to drink their wines, you know, and so on and so forth.
You're right.
So I knew a Russian family at one time in Westchester County, in New York City, and he gave me a gift. He gave me a bottle of Russian vodka. I forget
Beautiful.
the name of it. But before I was leaving the house, he wanted to have a glass of vodka. Now, to me, a shot of vodka is okay, but a glass, I'm talking a glass.
It's like about 3/4 of this
Yeah, like a 12-ounce glass.
or beer glass,
Unbelievable.
Yes.
And drink it like it's
like water.
water.
Exactly.
No ice, no nothing.
No,
just
nothing.
vodka.
But he gave you food.
Actually, no. No food.
Oh, you
well, we
were-
had a party before we left.
Oh,
Yeah,
and at the end of the party here,
Gave me a bottle and we had a drink before I left.
and what were you drinking at the party?
Anything that I can get my hands on at the time. But not like that at the time.
I hope you weren't driving.
No, it was walking distance.
Okay.
But the way I was walking was like being on an escalator.
You were about 6 inches off the ground. Not feeling
Lucky I was on the ground.
and not feeling the pain.
But we had fun. It's many years ago. I tell you what, I never seen anybody drink vodka like that. He was a Russian gentleman.
Yeah.
Him, his wife, his family.
Yeah, yeah. Well, the thing is, it's not about how much they drink over there. It's they learn how to drink properly. They're professionals.
Listen, don't be talking that highly of Russia because I seen some of these YouTubes out there. I seen people falling on their noses in Russia.
Those drinkers, they're alcoholics in training.
They're amateurs.
They're amateurs. Like in the pool, you
gotta love
see professionals and you see amateurs.
Look at Mhet Vergara answering back. You know, he's at a standstill. He's been at 3, and Mike Dechaine's got 7. With the sinking of this 9-ball, Mhet Vergara now.
If Mhet could do a break and run, he has a chance. If he doesn't do it, it's going to be very tough.
Right.
He really needs to put up a quick point. Either break and run or do a combo or something. If he breaks good, I think he's going to do a combo now. You want to see this? I'm very good at
You think he's
predicting.
gonna-
It's like
if
I
he-
predicted that Mike Dechaine is going to kick and make a 2-ball, and he made it.
What do you mean he's going to break and have a combo on the 9? Is what you're
Yes.
saying? Oh, okay. Well,
Let's see.
do you know something about the way Mhet breaks that
No.
nobody else does?
No, I can see the future. That's
You could see the future.
Yes.
What's today, Saturday? What's today, Saturday? Can we get the lotto numbers this for tonight?
What are the numbers, Scott? What are the numbers for Saturday? For Sunday?
Here we go, folks. Check it out.
No, no.
Well, the wing ball went right into the bottom, upper right-hand corner.
Yeah.
So Mhet Vergara coming to the table. I mean, he's got the one ball. See, now this is a shot where he can just stun the cue ball, draw back a couple inches, and have a shot on the two if he elects to bank.
Yeah.
If he
He's
elects
gonna
to,
bank. He's gonna bank.
well, unless he might cut it in and come three
Look.
rails back out.
Let me tell you something. I learned to bank from him.
And ATM banks or drive-through?
No,
He banks just like you.
no, but this is cool. This is a good. He can see it. No, he's discombobulated. He's a little nervous. Look,
He
you
banks
work.
just like you.
He worked. No, I
No.
bank much better now.
Oh, okay.
What happened? I'm being very. What's the word?
To me, absolutely great, man. That's what it is.
I didn't miss a bit too.
Scott Murphy just popped in the commentator's booth and stood behind us for a little while. He is the owner of Mr. Q.
And that's where it's gonna be the next
New
big
York State,
tournament.
New York State 10 Balls Championships will be there next weekend. So if you can make down to Mr. Q.
Who runs that tournament?
I believe it's going to be the Mez.
The Mez, right?
I believe so.
Yeah,
yes, so I'm
you
expecting
probably
Jose-
you know better than me,
No, not really, because I got hit with this when I was on the road coming down.
right?
I got a message from Scott Murphy, BTV and NYC Grind, to come in and live stream
He missed it.
the New York State
He
10
missed
Ball
it.
Championships.
Now he's upset. And can you see it? Oh, look how lucky did he get.
Well, you know, when you shoot good and the
Yeah,
luck goes your
yeah,
way.
but you know what? The way he hit it, he was so upset that he didn't get on the 5. He just smacked it, and he got lucky. He didn't even spend 3 seconds looking at it. He just kicked at it. Mhet is gonna play a nice safety. Look at that. That's the way he's supposed to play. That's his forte.
His forte, yeah.
Yeah.
You said it forte. Well, you
I
got
speak
that French,
Italian.
That French, no, you got a little French accent when you said that, like forte.
Forte is in Italian. Or forza. Forte is in Latin, no? Right? I don't know. Like forte piano. Forte piano.
Yeah, forte piano, yeah. Steinway piano.
I have a Steinway piano
So
in my
we'll
house.
We'll be at Steinway for the
no,
Ginty
I
Memorial.
have a Steinway. I play piano, and I have a Steinway piano in my house.
Did you ever hear Neil play the piano?
I haven't. Have you?
Natural.
Good.
You have to let him play this piano.
Neil is
Talented.
I'm not gonna say. I'm good.
You
Yes.
could use the word talent. I don't know any better word than that.
Yeah, but he is not using his talent. People who are talented and who can perform and not using their talent are baffling me.
Buffling.
Baffling.
Now you're really throwing us off course. Baffling. Is it baffling? Or, I think in America we say baffling, but you're saying buffling.
Look,
So you're saying words that
look,
you
drag-
made fun of me saying name.
well, I have an excuse. I wasn't born here.
You're right.
English is my second language or
You're
third.
right. Yeah. I don't think any of us speak perfect English.
Finally,
I speak for myself. All right.
don't worry. If me and 2 other guys can understand you, the rest is
History.
history.
Okay.
Right?
Well, what a kick.
The battle of the safeties is going on this table. And let's say, what's he gonna do? I would go 2 rails. If he can, no. That's why he's. What's he doing? I don't see.
He's going to go one rail kick. Yeah, that's
And
bad speed. He's going to leave a shot. I just got to flash this across the screen because I noticed Double Dave's logo.
it's an awesome logo.
See that?
Yes, and
It's in the making.
I saw it before, like yesterday, I think, the first time.
Oh yes, we posted the making of it. Yes, on
Yeah.
social media.
Can you give me an idea what was the purpose? What's the end goal? Just to have a logo, or
Well, what we're doing is we're going to make logos for players that want them. It's very inexpensive,
oh, I see.
and Double Dave was the first one to step up
Yes.
and wanted to make a logo. So he stepped up and paid $250, and
Who's
we're,
doing
we're
the
in the making of
graphics?
it. I'm doing the. I have a graphics designing art.
I didn't.
Graphics designing art.
I didn't.
Physics
I
license.
I didn't make you for Picasso.
No, not Picasso. No, no. Far from Picasso. This is technology. I believe Mike Dechaine just won that one as we took our eyes
Yeah,
off the screen. So Mike Dechaine, we apologize, folks, is on the hill. It's now 8-4, racing to 9.
Sometimes I've seen in different formats that the score is made after the rack is racked for the next game. Sometimes it's as soon as the 9-ball made. So there is no
Right. Well, you don't have any.
there's no standard.
You don't have any future in reading the future, because Mhet Vergara broke. He didn't have
A
any
ball or
combination shot.
Yeah, that's why I am where I am.
That's why you are who you are.
And that's why I am.
Here we go, back to the rack. Let's listen in.
Yeah, one ball rolled off a little. That's why. I think Mike likes it. Okay, this particular rack is going into the Hall of Fame of racks that Mike approved.
Here we go. The wing ball went right into the corner pocket.
You see, Mike broke nice and soft, and he has a shot on the 1.
And the 3 hanging up in the side pocket.
Yeah, for the next ball.
Let's take a look at, is that the 2 way up table? No, that's a 6.
I think Mike is gonna just cut it in, you see, or is it in the corner? Where's he going? No.
He's got such a good eye for cut shots like that, and he elected to take the cut.
He also
He might have
can't
got
he
fortunate.
see one?
He might have got fortunate.
No.
No, he didn't.
Ay, ay, ay. I'm gonna have to listen to Matt on the way home that he didn't get lucky.
No, I believe he has a shot at it.
He can spin it a little, right?
That's the way it looks, yeah.
Nice and soft. Yeah, that's what he did. Almost missed it too. Sometimes I wonder. The physics of balls colliding and making its path across and around the table fascinates me. This is, if can, like some Russians play chess, a lot of Russians, and they say, you're Russian, you're not playing chess. I don't play chess because pieces don't move. A lot of things are predictable. It's a little bit boring to me. This is a dynamic chess. Any pool game, and the more like a one pocket or straight pool or rotation, a full rotation game, even 9-ball and 10-ball, they're all dynamic chess or dynamic checker. It's almost three-dimensional because
no, it's three-dimensional. Trust me, it's actually three-dimensional.
Well, most
I'm not
of
being
the
facetious.
no,
I just want to let you know.
Most of the time. Well, chess is three-dimensional too, for that matter. When the balls leave the table, like in the jump shots, that's when it becomes third dimension.
Oh, we jump into another dimension.
Because the balls right now are moving in 2 dimensions. They're moving in XY, frame, right? Then everything here. But the moment the ball leaves the table for a jump shot,
That's
big.
three-dimensional. Wow.
That's the Y.
And
the
then it starts
X,
breaking.
Y, and Z.
And by leaving the table at such a rate of speed, maybe even breaks the sound barrier.
No,
Or speed of light?
no,
No? You sure?
yes.
We might have to get into physics a little bit more.
I have my son is
An associate?
is
degree?
a PhD. Is gonna be a PhD next month in physics, math, biochem. So
Next month.
as a father of somebody with a PhD, I qualify. Nobody breaks
The sound barrier.
a sound barrier
Okay.
around here.
I have to agree with you under those circumstances. And
I-
that's very nice. I'm glad to hear that.
Thank you. Thank you. But just the fastest table is a break, correct?
No, it doesn't have to be.
Well, usually. Nobody hits a single ball with the same speed as they hit the whole rack.
Not
And
the
who-
same speed, no.
No.
Different shots qualify
Yeah.
to use different speeds.
So
and, different stroke. Yeah.
I think what is the fastest recorded?
I don't know what the
break
fastest
speed.
is. I know I heard something like 35, 37 miles an
Okay.
hour by Bustamante years
And
ago
what's
when they were
what's
doing
the speed?
Asado.
What's the speed of sound?
I can't hear you. What'd you say?
What is it?
What's the speed of sound breaking?
Yes.
What do you mean by what's the speed of? Oh,
Ye-
it's breaking.
When you say
Yeah, yeah.
breaking the speed of sound,
Yeah.
what's the speed of sound breaking?
The speed of sound. Yeah.
What is the speed of sound?
That's some. We got guys in the chat googling that right now.
Please help us out. We're in the, what do you call it? In the loop.
I believe the speed of sound is
It's like 1200,
1,000,
1000, at 1000 or 1200
something like that.
miles per hour.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Nobody breaks around here at the speed of 1200 miles per hour.
No.
So they can't break the speed of
Depending on what kind of scale you put it on. If the ball's moving 1 inch, 2 inches, doesn't matter. It
No,
does matter.
it
Sure,
doesn't.
it does.
sound. It depends
it
how fast you hit the cue ball.
No, you're talking about how fast you can break the balls.
Break or not break?
By the time that cue ball, that 9 ball, or I mean 1 ball on the head spot,
Yes.
might be 30 miles an hour.
Yes.
Yeah. When you fire a bullet from a gun,
Yeah. It comes out at 2,000
but when it
feet per
reaches,
second.
but when it reaches a certain
Yeah.
mile or half a mile, depending on what
It's
caliber,
slower.
it might drop right to the ground, so it slows down. So the initial power of the brake could be a lot faster than what you actually recorded when it hits.
But you're recording when they record the speed of, they record as it comes out. No.
As it comes out, they're recording. You're making your own rules as you go along. You're not only a commentator, you're
It
the
comes
judge.
out of your stick.
We're going to put you on Judge Judy. You and Judge Judy will make a good team. I think she got divorced.
She got divorced? Well, she's a judge. She should be able to. If I was a
No,
judge...
but you follow my
listen,
theory?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, we're going to have separate research. I'm going to dedicate 2 scientists to this one to find out if it is possible to break the speed of sound.
Yes, it is. Because then you could also go to speed of light.
No, we can't.
We can't? Well, pretty soon we will be traveling
You
to
will
Pluto.
disintegrate.
I will disintegrate?
If you go at...
I'm
at
sending a cosmonaut. I'm not sending one of my friends.
You're going to disintegrate somebody else.
Well, God bless everybody. What? If you got a chance to come by Raxx, please stop by the commentators booth. We're having a blast back here, Alex. You know, it's a lot of fun. Always hanging out with you.
This was great. Are they still playing? The take,
I'll-
and he's safe again.
you know,
No,
Earl Strickland, when he was up there the last set, and even a couple of sets that he played on here, if he took more than sometimes 45 seconds in one rack was a long time. I mean, he was just, when he was in gear,
Earl is the most
that's
amazing
who we
guy.
need to come in the booth and explain the physics of the break. He will sit down and explain and diagnose the whole system from the time it leaves the tip till the time it reaches the
Okay.
one ball. Let's
I'll-
get
I'll-
Earl Strickland in here.
We can do this, but I will absolutely require a bottle of vodka.
Okay.
I can't.
I happen to have some wine if you want.
No,
It
no
was a
wine.
gift given to me. I'm looking to give it
No.
away.
No, it's okay. Thank you. I kind of. I like red wine with my. But lately, I kind of go back to my childhood, and I'm drinking vodka again.
Okay. Okay, I agree. Yeah, well, as we get older, we tend to go back into our childhood.
Did you hear? I said,
Yes.
yeah, we're regressing.
Yes, regressing it's called.
That's called regressing.
What a beautiful shot. Rail first. Mhet Vergara kicks in the 2 ball. Now he's faced it. It looks like the 4 ball might go past the 8.
No, the 3 ball.
No,
is this
is
3
the
or 5?
ball. You sure you're driving? Because I want to make sure I'm not on the road. This is the 5 ball at the bottom short cushion.
Matt is my co-pilot when I'm driving.
Then you're going to do okay. It looks like he's going to play the combination here. He's got to come back off the rail. He's got to watch he doesn't get trapped behind the 9. He's got to watch his speed.
Inside English.
Yeah, he's got to be careful. He's got to be careful. Well, he hit it soft, real soft. Played it real well. Controlled both balls. Beautiful.
I actually like when televised go to Hill. I do like it.
Yes,
because
so
it
do I.
creates this extra even if you are not.
Watch the cue ball, Mhet Vergara. This is running, and that hole's been there when the Romans were around. Mike Dechaine on the hill, ball in hand
Jesus.
on the 5 ball.
I jinxed it. It's my fault. Sorry.
Well, what happened here? Okay, I thought Mhet Vergara conceded.
No. He just dropped the ball on the table. But I think Mike Dechaine is gonna run with the Bulls.
But you know what? You can't count Mhet out. This is a winner side match, and Mhet just moves over to the B side. Don't count him out of this tournament at all.
Am I correct to say that this is the last match of the night? That they're gonna stop and come back tomorrow because after this match they're gonna have only 6 players left?
No, I don't believe. I don't know what they're going to do. But whatever they're going to do, Mike Dechaine not
Won
looking
the
back.
tournament. Won the match.
Won the match. It's now, this final is 9-4. As you see both players talking about it. And he's talking about the scratch. And Mike Dechaine is trying to explain how he would have hit it instead of playing it the way Mhet Vergara played it. But anyway, Alex, it's been fun.
It's been fun.
We had a great time. Once again, folks, we have to run just through the sponsors real quick. Take a good look at this screen. These are the guys standing behind Mike Zuglin in the Josh Northeast 9-Bowl Tour. Let them know that you appreciate the free live. So, Lacassi, not too hard to remember, guys. AZ Billiards, Simona's Cloth, the Kings of Vapor, the Tap League, and live stream news. If you're not a member of live stream news on Facebook, or if you don't have Facebook accessibility, device, you can always follow live stream news on Instagram. You follow and we follow back. Keep up to date with us, folks. Don't forget the Ginky Memorial's coming up May 24th through the 26th at Steinway Billiards. 192 players last year. The field is 70% or 60% full already. If you plan on playing, get over to the PredatorProAm.com website and ship Tony a email or some kind of notification. You got his contact numbers. Go to Steinway Billiards, see Manny, somebody at the counter, George, Manny, or Anna,
Yes.
and let them know you want to play.
Yeah.
Alex, once again, it's a
Very welcome. It's always a pleasure too. And
thank you. What were you going to say, Alex? I'm sorry.
no,
Go ahead.
I wanted to say in regards to Ginky tournament, I believe besides notifying them that you would like to play, they would like to see the money,
Yes.
the end as soon as possible.
Yes,
This way you guarantee that
spot.
you're going to be in the tournament.
And just before we do leave, with a couple of last words, AZB Vision on YouTube. Folks, go over there on YouTube and search out AZB Vision and subscribe. When we upload some of our videos and matches, you will get notified. Thanks once again, Alex. Appreciate it.
Thank you.